Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. And I wanted to talk about strategies to get through an affair, right? How do you manage, how do you deal with an affair? Particularly if you want to repair the relationship and you want to try to make amends. This video specifically is geared towards the individual who committed the infidelity. I just wanted to be clear about that because sometimes it could be confusing in regards to the steps and the strategies if I don't indicate who specifically I'm gearing the video towards. So again, this video is geared towards the individual who committed the infidelity. First and foremost, I know that you're probably going through a lot emotionally. You are remorseful, you are shameful. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because if you are watching this video, that means that you are wanting to fix the situation. You are trying to understand what happened and how you can not repeat the mistake again. So I commend you for watching this video. This is a judgment-free zone. This is a safe place. And I just want to let you know that I empathize with you and I understand how difficult it can be to process the emotions right now. So with that being said, I wanted to go into a few things that you can do or that you can start to utilize or apply immediately in order to start to repair or at least work through the act of infidelity. And the first and most important thing is to end the affair. You have to end it completely. There is no point in trying to repair your relationship if you are still actively engaged with the affair partner. End it. So no contact with this person. That means you delete them from social media. You no longer have their phone number. You're not texting them, any of those types of things. Now, I understand everybody's circumstance and situation is different. So you may work with this individual. You may see each other on a daily basis, but make sure that if that is the case, you are keeping it completely professional. You are minimizing the conversation. You are trying to not talk to this person at all, but you also have to communicate with this individual and say, look, what just happened? What happened was a mistake. I am invested and dedicated to fixing my relationship. This can no longer happen. These are my boundaries, and this is the expectation that I am setting. If you want to speak to me, it needs to be completely on a professional capacity. It should only be about work-related topics. Other than that, please do not interact with me. Please do not speak to me, and I will do the same. Now, that can be difficult for your partner or your spouse to understand because they're at home or they're at work thinking about this person and you two working together and the potential of you guys hooking up at work or you guys having more conversations and building that emotional connection. So being patient with your partner, but being completely transparent with them and letting them know that everything is done, it's over, you've deleted everything that has to do with them and you're keeping contact to a minimum. So really kind of keeping your partner in the loop throughout that process. The second thing is complete and total transparency. And this is going to be difficult, right? So it is very possible that your partner is going to want to know every single detail. You have to be willing to give that to them. That is part of their process of grieving and processing and trying to get through the hurt of the affair itself. Now, it is possible that your partner may not want to know right away, right? They are on emotional overload. They can't deal with any more information. Just the news of you cheating alone was enough for them. My recommendation to you, and I highly suggest this, is to write down the details of the affair. Now, I know that seems weird, and I know that seems like, I don't want to do that. I want to have to relive this. I just want to forget it and move on. The reason why I'm saying this to you is because more often than not, people just aren't ready to hear the details initially, but a couple of weeks, a couple of months down the line, they may want to know because they've had the ability to process some of those emotions. And if you cannot recall specific events, your partner will feel like you are withholding information, that you are not being transparent, that you are not being honest, and you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. So invest the time now in writing down the details of the affair so when your partner comes to ask you later on down the line, you can provide them with any information that they need. The third thing is have empathy for your partner. Understand that they are hurting. And there are going to be times where they have emotional blowups and they yell at you and they may say things that are not necessarily nice. And I say this all the time in regards to communication trainings and the videos that I do. Respect is such an important part of a relationship, and communicating respectfully is huge. But this is a special circumstance. And that person is going to have a lot of very raw, very real emotions. And it is possible that they're going to say things that are hurtful and mean, but you have to be patient. You have to be understanding because they are getting that stuff out. Now, usually what I would recommend for the individual who's going through the affair in regards to the person who was betrayed, so your partner, they should seek the assistance of a relationship coach as well in order to process that. Maybe a certified therapist in order to kind of unpack the emotions, whatever they need to do in order to be able to express themselves so that when they have a conversation with you, it is not so heightened emotionally, right? It's not so emotionally charged. But let me be very clear. It is not your place to recommend that to your partner. You should not be recommending any kind of emotional solutions to your partner because you have to understand that you are the person who hurt them the most. So right now, your place is to be as supportive as possible and as understanding and as empathetic as you possibly can be. The fourth one is taking accountability. And this kind of, goes into the whole ending the affair and communication aspect of things and being completely transparent. Own it. If you were caught, own it. Even if you weren't caught, take accountability for your actions, for your responsibilities, and admit it to your partner. It is something that is so crucial because if you are unable to take accountability for your actions, you're not really going to move forward, right? You have to be able to validate your partner's feelings. And if they say to you, I feel like you're stepping outside of the relationship, or I feel like you're having an affair with Susie or Mary or whatever the case may be, if that is true, own it. Take responsibility. It is not fair for you to make your partner feel like they are crazy or dismiss them when the reality is they are right and you are wrong for what you are doing. Now, I know I said this is a judgment-free zone and this is a safe space, so I don't want you to take that as me judging you or kicking you or making you feel bad, but that is just the reality of the situation, right? And that's also part of taking accountability. You have to take accountability for the pain and the hurt that you caused your partner. The fifth one is be patient. Forgiveness is earned. Your partner is not just going to forgive you overnight. And if they do forgive you overnight, there's still going to be a lot of work to do, right? Trust is earned. Trust is built over time. And when there is infidelity in a relationship, when some form of cheating happens, that trust is broken and it takes a while for it to be rebuilt. So you have to understand this is not going to change overnight. You're not going to fix this overnight. It's going to be a long process. So if you came here thinking that I was going to give you some kind of solutions to help you remedy the infidelity in a week, this is not the video for you. It's going to take time. Realistically, it'll probably take months, maybe a couple of years, maybe a year. It really just depends on your situation, the severity of the cheating, how frequently the cheating happens, who the cheating was with. There are so many factors that are involved here, but the one thing that is consistent is that it's going to take time. The final one is lead by actions, not by your words. So in this situation right now, you have to be consistent. You have to stick to your word. So if you tell your partner you're going to be home at 5:30 every day after work, you better be home at 5:30 every day after work. Now, I understand life happens, there's traffic, there's accidents, weather, whatever the case may be. You have to also be able to communicate. I recommend you communicate with your partner and say, hey, look, I said I was going to be home at 5:30. There's a really bad traffic jam. If you want, send them a picture of the map of the road being red or whatever. Do what you have to do to convince your partner and to try to rebuild that trust. And like I said, the only way you're going to be able to do that is to remain consistent and to stick to your words by actions. If you guys like this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I love open dialogue and having conversations with people. So if this is something that you related to, or maybe you feel like I missed something, please make sure you leave your comments down below. I love to read all of them. Maybe you just want to dive in a little bit deeper and you need to know a little bit more. You can visit us at happilycommitted.com, where we have a multitude of different videos, blogs, and articles that you can utilize. We also have a training specifically geared, a product specifically geared to infidelity. So if you go to the product section of the website, you can find the infidelity training, and it's broken up in two parts. So for the individual who was betrayed and for the individual who committed the act of infidelity. It is something that I know has helped many, many couples before, and it just kind of gets you to understand the basics and get to the root of the issues in order for you to resolve them. So I highly recommend this product, this training for you guys. If you want to book a one-on-one coaching session because you feel like your situation is just very particular and you need some guidance and some help, I would be more than happy to support you through that process. Or you can book with any of the other amazing coaches that we have on the team. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. Hope you guys are staying happy and healthy. See you guys soon.